You awaken in the mine.
Huh.
You're at the bottom of some kind of pit. It's about 4 meters high, about 4 meters in diameter. I wouldn't call it a perfect cylinder, it's more of a pit, but the walls are fairly sheer. At the top of the pit, there's a man standing looking down at you. He's wearing kind of some sort of robes. Welcome to the Rapture, my children.
Oh dear
You're not my
God.
daddy.
I have brought you here to make a choice. The cult progression has need of people with your initiative, your drive, your power. You can help others ascend to be more than they ever were, than they ever could be without our help.
Okay.
Or you can ascend yourselves. It's your choice.
Can I see my sword somewhere?
You cannot see your sword anywhere.
Shit.
Nor can you see any of your guns, nor can you see the injection you were carrying.
Is Rachel with us?
Rachel is with you.
Feel a little better then. Feel kind of bad about abandoning her though.
Well, I'm actually pretty impressed. I didn't know that you guys could actually turn us blind or something. Yeah, we've kind of been looking for you, but surprised to see you here. Didn't expect that.
Everyone is looking for us, whether they know it or not, my child. I am the Reverend Philip. You may address me as such.
If one of us gets infected and becomes a mutant, can we use the card on them?
I suppose so, but it'll be a few days before they become a mutant, though.
We don't seem to be going anywhere, so that's okay.
I do not require your choice immediately. Escape is impossible. I purely wish to give you time to think about what you wish. And to give you a demonstration. So what he does is he snaps his fingers at someone and they lower a rope into the pit. Like there's a pulley above and they lower a rope into the pit. You, and he points at Rachel. Please, hold the rope. She makes no move to do it.
No,
So, he once again snaps his fingers, and someone steps forward holding Ant's assault rifle. And he points it at Thomas. And the Reverend says once again, please, take the rope, or I'll have to punish someone.
so I'll grab the rope.
No. He wants Rachel to grab the rope.
I know. I don't want Rachel to grab the rope.
You don't want Rachel to grab the rope. I understand that.
I'll just put my hands up and I'll whatever you need. I'll do it.
I cannot do that, my child. This girl has defied us. She is the perfect example for what happens when one defies us.
Well, I'm not defying you. I'm volunteering to join your order.
Yes, and that is why you cannot be the example.
But she is in my care. She would come with me and she would help spread the word of the rapture.
Charisma persuasion.
Okay, good. I'm gonna need a lot of that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do pretty well at that. Because like his whole thing is persuasion.
Yeah, I figure. I got 2.
Very well. She can remain with you for now. For now. The rope's raised, and the guy backs off.
What has he said his name was Father
Reverend Philip.
Reverend Philip. I will just put my hands together and say thank you, Reverend Philip.
I hope that you will join us in the rapture. And he just turns and leaves.
Well, rap.
I advise that anyone who wishes to can roll an intelligence investigation to try to figure out whether anyone's still there, whether they're listening, and so on.
Sure.
Yeah. Important.
We got 4 successes.
I got 4 successes.
Okay.
I got 6.
Okay, there is a guard, but they're probably standing far enough away, you reckon, Ant, that if you keep your voices low, they won't hear you. You know, the pit will act as a funnel. It's going to help. And if you keep your voices low, they probably won't hear you.
Are there any rocks or anything down here? Like loose rocks, pebbles, something?
No, it's been kind of carefully made into a prison.
What are the walls made of?
Rock. They're pretty solid. It's like this hole was deliberately mined.
Who's next to me right now?
Well, you're all kind of close together. Probably Robert is closest to you.
I just mumbled to Robert. There is just one guard. I can only see one guard.
So he wants to let us stew. So I think if we have any chance to save possibly the others, we might have to chance it and just, I guess, kill the guard stealthily. I don't know. Where is he though? Can he see us?
He's not in line of sight. You could hear him.
It's a heavy breather. Friggin' mouth breather.
Well, and he's shifting around. You know, he's a guard. He's been standing on foot for hours, so he's shifting a bit.
We could try and stealthily kill him via melee.
I mean, we're still in a pit 4 meters down.
We could try and insult him and make him come down this way.
You fight like a dairy farmer?
That's not the worst idea.
We can always do a mama joke to him.
Ooh, those always hurt.
Actually, can you two start fighting with each other? I'll just try to get him. He gets here.
So if you two start trying to fight with each other, then you're going to try and get him. It's a 4-meter high pit with sheer walls. How are you going to do that?
For me to hype it. So we're in the pit and we can't get in?
You can't get out of the pit easily. Right? So he lowered a rope down for Rachel to be pulled out.
Ah, yeah.
Don't hit me, because I might die. But if we start a brawl down here, the guard has to get involved, and he has to break it up somehow. Otherwise, he just starts screaming and yelling that we're in trouble. People that, don't have 1 stamina and are frail and sickly, and I start coughing, by the way, randomly.
Maybe you should punch someone else.
I could, but then they have to punch me back. Otherwise, it's not much of a fight. And anyone who's looking is going to be like, wow.
Wow, that's so one-sided. I had no idea he was that awesome.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess I'll I don't know. I guess I'll look at Robert and say, sorry for this, and I will do the worst punch of my life. It's probably the first time I've ever punched someone, actually. So it's so pathetic and horrible.
Roll me a strength and luck.
I'm like, I've seen other people do it.
Threshold 10.
Strength and luck. I have really good luck, but my strength is terrible. Oh, God. Well, I fumbled.
How badly?
I got 2.
Ouch. So you punch Robert, and your hand just caves in, and you break your wrist with a loud crack.
Oh, come on.
You're going to take 1 health damage, 3 pain damage, and you're screaming in pain.
I mean, the goal has been achieved, though I think I hurt myself a lot more than anyone else.
Robert, you barely felt it.
And this is why I started insulting him loudly, like, you fucking wimp. Why do you even have to hit me like that? Until something happens, I guess.
Yeah, just like abusing each other. Okay, so the guard is going to look over the edge of the pit, and I'm sorry, I just moderate fumbled as well. So this is why the guard is this stupid. Okay. So the guard looks over the pit and goes, "Oh no, they're fighting!" And he jumps on the rope on the pulley and sort of goes down. At which point he realizes he left his rifle up at the top.
That's awesome.
And he's standing in the middle of you guys, going, "Stop fighting, stop!" Oh,
the good part is that I can't hit him, so good there.
Well, I'm starting my first punch then. Let's go.
He is clearly the stupidest guard in existence. What do you guys want to do to this particular guard?
I want to punch him in the mouth so he can't speak properly anymore.
In the throat, right.
Or something, yeah.
Roll me a strength and brawl.
You did remove stuff from Brawl. I have only one now.
I did. You're down to 1 brawl.
Still one success. Oh, well.
1 success. Roll for damage.
Yep. 4, probably nothing.
Yeah, unfortunately not. You punch him in the throat. It's a good jab, but he's wearing some armor around his throat, and it deflects your blow. Ant, you're going to need to act quickly if you want to do something.
Is this guard a male or female?
This guard is a male guard, because I said he failed.
I'm going to punch him in the testicles.
I mean, probably won't be able to climb at that point, so that works.
I'm assuming you mean kick him in the testicles from behind, because like Robert punched him in the throat. You're just going to kick him from behind in the testicles.
Or, a low blow or something like that.
Roll me a strength brawl. Your threshold is 5. He's definitely not expecting this.
Here comes the ball tap. I mean, damn, man.
And if you do enough pain damage, he will just collapse on the floor.
How's 5 success?
It's not bad. Roll for damage. You've got to roll 5 for damage, though.
For them, that's 5 or better.
Okay, so you've done 4 pain damage to him by kicking him in the testicles as hard as you could.
Yeah.
He collapses on the floor, curled up in the fetal position, which is literally the only answer to that situation.
So I guess we get to take another action then?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll try to hit him until he's unconscious, or killed, or either is fine, just,
So you can coup de grace him at this point, no problem. Do you want to kill him, or do you want to knock him out?
I'm fine with killing him.
Okay, so you basically just stamp on his neck.
Yep.
It's your thing, you're good at that. There's a loud snap as his neck breaks, and he's dead. So he is wearing some light armor, which would protect one of you if one of you wants to wear it.
I don't need it, but someone else can take it. I'll just start climbing up the pulley.
The rope, yeah.
Do you want me to wear them?
Probably. I mean, I'm more concerned about how I'm gonna get out of the pit right now.
I'll put the arm on.
Following after Robert, Rachel starts climbing the rope as well.
Good.
And you put the armor on, you're going to have +1 kill threshold.
Alright.
Kill modifier is +1. But you don't have anywhere near enough dexterity to be limited, so you're fine. So, Robert, you get to the top of the rope pretty easily. You've climbed many ropes in your life, I'm sure. And you're able to sort of swing out and get onto the edge of the pit.
Mm-hmm.
Right there, sitting against the wall, is Ant's assault rifle.
Mm-hmm.
But none of the other weapons are there.
Okay. I'll just take the rifle and wait for Ant to come back up.
Okay. The only person I'm going to force to roll to climb the rope is going to be Thomas.
So I got a theory about this.
Mm-hmm.
So correct me if I'm wrong here, but I would like to employ simple machine mechanics, and basically I was looking at having a knot at the bottom of the rope so I could put my foot into it and then wrap my not broken hand around it.
Right, so we can pull the rope up.
Exactly.
There already is, yeah, you can do that. There already is a loop in the bottom of the rope because they were planning to get Rachel up that way. So yes, you can absolutely do that.
Okay, that's what I was planning, because that's not going to go well with the climbing and the super fun. I just thought about what hand broke.
Are you right-handed or left-handed?
You know what? Thomas is going to be left-handed because he's sickly, and
Thomas broke his left hand.
And yeah, that's what I figured.
I literally rolled D10 for right or left. 6+ was left. I rolled a 7. So you broke your left hand. So your dominant hand is broken.
Well, looks like I'm not going to be shooting anyone anytime soon.
Well, you can try and shoot with your right hand. You'll have a penalty, but you can try and shoot.
I suck at shooting already. So I'll just wrap my right around the thing, put my foot in there, and then they can pull me up.
Yeah. Okay, so are you guys going to pull him up?
We'll pull him off together, and yeah.
Yeah, you'll be up there by now, yeah. Okay, so you pull him up, and yeah, you are now all above the pit. A cursory look around shows that there's actually a door into this room, and pretty much the only thing in here is the pit.
I'm looking to build like a brace for my hand.
Yeah, who could heal him, actually?
Basic. Me.
Thomas is the best medic. There are not any medical supplies in this room, and in era survival, you need to have bandages or whatever for medical supplies. The only, in inverted commas, medical supplies, and these wouldn't help very much, are the clothes that are on the guard. You could use them as makeshift bandages, but they wouldn't help you very much. It wouldn't support your hand very well.
Just for aesthetic value, I'm looking to just make a brace. I mean, health and pain damage is fine. I just want to make sure it's not getting worse.
Yeah, there's just nothing in here right now.
Okay.
Well, let's just wait it out. Can I listen at the door, see if anything is outside?
Yes, roll me an intelligence investigation. I assume you hand the assault rifle back to Ant. You mentioned it earlier.
Yes.
So, Ant, you have your assault rifle and your ammo back.
He left the safety on.
2 successes.
There does not seem to be anyone immediately outside the door.
Shall we make our way out?
Yes, we would, but keep it a low profile. We may be outnumbered.
Yeah, gonna try to stealthily open the door without making noise or whatever. Then.
Okay, you can roll me a double dexterity for that, I think.
That's gonna be another one. 6 successes.
Okay, you open the door silently. Congratulations. That was such a good roll for something so pointless. But the door opens silently, and ahead of you is a completely pitch black corridor. So this one has some torches on the walls to keep it lit.
Mm-hmm.
Ahead of you, it's pitch black.
Okay, can I steal a torch and...
Absolutely, yep. There are only 2 torches, though.
Yeah, I'll steal one. I guess Ant can... we're gonna have to get our medic the other one, because he's useless. So hold the torch. There you go.
Wow, called out.
Okay, so you proceed along the corridor, which is not lit, but you know you're using your torches, and it basically branches to the left and to the right. So to the left, it's quiet. There are no voices. There's no light coming down that tunnel. To the right, there's a soft glow ahead of you, and you are fairly sure you can hear some voices.
How about we don't go towards the voices? We don't really have anything to fight with, so, you know.
Okay, so you're going to head left.
I am, at least. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you head down that corridor, and in fact, you do emerge into a storage room.
Ooh.
So this is where all of the valuables from the town are.
Sweet.
There is medical equipment. All of the injection that you'd stored up above has been brought down. Your injection, your equipment, it's all there. You have the opportunity to equip yourselves with a couple of upgrades if you want to. So if people want to tell me what they'd like to have, I will tell them if they can have it or not from here.
Light ammo is good. I'll take that.
Okay, that's your one upgrade.
And a couple of injections for self-use and all that, you know.
You get your sword back, you get your injection back, and so on, yeah.
Cool.
Thomas. You can have medical supplies for free, that's not going to be your upgrade.
Armor isn't a terrible idea, but I don't really get attacked much. I'm in the back, and hopefully that's the way I want to do it. I mean, combat-wise, armor's the big thing. I mean, I've got the Magnum.
So, here are a few sort of outside options for you.
Okay.
Night vision goggles.
Ooh.
Makeshift flamethrower. Which is literally a spray can with a lighter, and it's all set up. But, yeah, it's pretty makeshift. But it might be handy.
That's awesome.
You could actually go for a submachine gun if you wanted to, instead of your Magnum. It's not quite as good in terms of damage and kill. Or you can have some more Magnum ammo. I mean, you got a fair bit at the moment, but you could get some more.
I mean, more Magnum ammo wouldn't be terrible. I think that's probably the best bet. I mean...
Okay, so in that case, you're able to grab 3 more rounds of Magnum ammo.
Okay.
And finally, Ant, what would you like?
Is there like a knife I could pick up?
So you've got 2 choices, actually. There is a knife. You could get a combat knife. You could also get a shock stick. Which is sitting around just there. That when you hit someone with it, you can electrocute them.
Let me have that shock stick. I want it.
Okay, the shock stick is encumbrance 2, damage threshold 7, kill threshold 9. So it's going to have 8 charges for shock, And on a successful damage, it will electrocute someone. Thomas, you are able to roll me an intelligence medicine because you have adequate medical facilities to fix your hand.
Awesome. So since it's a fumble and break is a break, I'm assuming I'm still firing with my other hand, though.
I will tell you based on the number of successes you get.
Oh, okay. Wow. 4 successes?
Okay, you had 3 pain.
3 and 1. 3 pain, 1 health.
So you're going to heal 2 of your 3 pain and your health. You got 1 pain damage left. You do still have a broken wrist, however, you have patched it up and splintered it up well enough that you could fire with your left hand. Every time you fire with your left hand, you will take 1 pain damage. To fire with your right hand, you will have a +2 hit threshold.
I suck with guns, so I guess I'll take the pain damage. That works.
But you can actually choose midway through combat. You can switch hands.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, I'll assume for now that you're going to take 1 pain damage every attack.
Yeah.
And you can tell me if that changes. Okay, you are now all re-equipped, and you're ready for a bit of a rumble. Rachel is going to walk up to that submachine gun that you turned down.
Oh, dang.
And kind of look up at you and sort of reach for it. It's not huge, so, like, she probably could fire it. It would be more like her firing... Like, it's more like firing an assault rifle for someone your size.
I feel like it'll be comical, so definitely give a thumbs up. And kind of help show her how to hold it and whatnot. And
oh, she knows. She knows how to hold it. She's clearly fired a weapon before.
I was going to instruct her on how to use it, but apparently she's like swatting my hand, being like, "No, I got this." in her mimey, I don't want to talk way.
I mean, you can still
Just give her sunglasses like,
good.
I'm a Terminator.
Yeah, seriously.
She grabs the submachine gun, and yeah, it's big for her for a submachine gun, but it's about right for her size as an assault rifle, basically.
Nice.
So, you guys are now in the storeroom. The storeroom is a dead end. There's nothing else there. There are some bits of pretty, but you'll probably have to come back for this.
Okay.
If you want to be mobile for fighting.
We're not going to worry too much about gathering resources.
So, are you going to head down the other tunnel then?
We might as well.
How good is my poison to poison food?
Well, it's just not fantastic for that because it would take so long to be absorbed. So you would undoubtedly get discovered as escaped before it would kill anyone.
Yeah. Oh, let's go for it, I guess.
And it may also taste horrible. You've never really licked it to find out.
I guess not.
Okay, so you're going to head down the other corridor to where the light and the voices were.
Yeah.
And what you'll do is you'll enter almost a makeshift chapel. The difference is that it's more like a mess hall because there are tables in front of all of the chairs. But there's kind of a podium for someone to stand at. And there are a bunch of people there, all sort of sitting down and talking. You're going to know this sort of before they can see you, because you can hear all the voices and so on. You can see them and whatnot. The podium is empty, you can see from your angle.
How many people are there?
Best guess, 5 or 6.
Are they armed, equipped?
You'd have to sneak out and have a proper look to know that.
I'll do that. I'll try to.
Dexterity stealth.
Yes. 1 success.
Okay, so you step out into the light, and instantly one of them goes, "Oh no, they've escaped! You, get help!"
Shit.
And the other ones sort of pick up random makeshift weapons, like a someone picks up a chair and someone else picks up like a pipe, and they all rush you.
Yeah, quick, shoot the guy who's running away.
We're going to be rolling initiative. So roll 1 dice, add it to your initiative number, which is between your wits and your willpower.
9.
Did anyone get more than 14?
Nope.
10 is 10, right? Okay, so 18.
18 for Ant. 13.
Yes.
Roll off with me if you would.
Mm-hmm. 4.
One more time.
10.
Okay. That is, of course, Robert. 9.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, I didn't roll for Rachel. Whoops.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she did all right.
Well, you're rolling for someone who's working with the PCs, so obviously you rolled good, right?
Obviously, yeah. And randomly assigned, the runner is one of them. Okay, Ant.
So I would actually ready my weapon. Do I have a choice to make it a single shot?
Yes, you do.
Okay, I'll make it a single shot and try to aim for the runner if I can.
Okay, roll me a wits and gunnery -2, and your threshold is 8. Because they are on the run and moving around the corner.
That's 4 success.
Roll those for damage. So you're looking for a 6 or better to do damage, or an 8 or better to do a kill.
Well, I've got 8 and better.
Bang! You shoot the one who was the runner. I will say that the bullet echoes, along the corridor. That's loud.
Yeah, they know we're here. Oh, well.
Almost untenably loud. You're going to have to roll a willpower to not clap your hands to your ears. Which is Rachel's first action. She passes the willpower check. So, she is going to fire at one of those people. Never liked him anyway, apparently. Wow, okay. So yeah, she just sort of raises the submachine gun, cradles it in her arm for half a second, fires a 3-round burst, pins this guy like 3 times in the head, and he just falls over backwards. The chair that he was carrying falls on top of him and shatters.
How am I supposed to follow that? She's like, what, 7? What's this crap?
She's 8.
She could be my daughter.
Jesus.
Okay, so the next guy is going to charge forward and attack the person who's closest to him, which is going to be Robert. Robert, your defense is 3.
Yeah.
Ooh, ow, that hurt. You take 1 pain damage and full pain damage. So he actually knocks you out, flat out with the pipe.
Ouch.
Because you rolled a 10 on the damage. You are out cold, and I'll say you're bleeding, I think. Combat's lethal in this game. Robert, it would be your turn, but you're unconscious.
Wow.
And the next guy. He's probably coming after Ant, because Ant tends to stand closer than Thomas. He's not going to hit a little girl. Even one with a submachine gun.
I would. She lit that guy up.
Okay, ow, that hurt, Ant, but you're fortunate that you're wearing light armor, because you did not get knocked out. You're going to take 4 pain damage as he caves in your leg. You're going to be limping for a while, maybe forever.
It's alright, I'll use my assault over the scotches.
It is now Thomas's turn.
I'm going to use a common foe.
Okay.
Yes, and a random passerby appears and helps you with your current fight before moving on.
You're really mean. I'm just saying.
I mean, not for nothing, but I was trying to see if I could throw a rock to start combat with the guy up top when he was discussing things with us, and have a random passerby come by and try to blow his head off. But I couldn't start a fight with someone like that, so I'm like, all right, I might as well use it now, because obviously we're not...
Fair enough. Okay, common foe. Wow, that's horribly open to abuse as well. You are too good, aren't you?
It's, I am, yes, so I get an extra...
Your replacement card is Runner. Anytime out of combat, a runner can randomly turn up and give you an item.
I imagine it would be pretty obnoxious randomly. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Well, I have to be obnoxious now that you've done the common foe thing, right?
I got to. I mean, that's how it works. Like, sheesh.
So, what's going to happen is the common foe thing will happen in a minute. It won't happen right now, okay?
Yeah, I figured you'll roll for initiative or something. All right, so I'll shoot the guy that's attacking the guy that downed Robert. Is he still like menacing and ready to hit him, or like?
He might well just, or he might keep running. It's really hard to know.
I'm just gonna shoot that guy then, because
Okay, roll me a wits and gunnery -2. Just FYI, Ant, your assault rifle, if you're on multi-shot mode, you can shoot at more than one person in a turn at a small penalty.
Okay.
Especially when they're this close together.
all right. So I really wanted him dead, apparently, because on 3 dice I got 4 successes. So
Nice. Roll those for damage. You are looking for a 5 to do damage or a 7 to kill him instantly.
he's dead. That's a 10, a 6, a 6, and a 5.
Bang!
Oh, I wince and cry out in pain too.
You do. You take 1 pain damage.
Ouch.
But the one that took out Robert goes down with a fist-sized hole in his head.
Sweet.
Okay, so the next guy is going to charge towards you. He's probably going for... I'm going to say Thomas.
Okay.
Oh man, he hits you, Thomas, but it actually deflects off your splint. So like he runs up, he hits you with the pipe, and you sort of raise your arm defensively, and it deflects off your splint. You are incredibly lucky.
Should I just like take the pain damage for it hitting my splint? Because oh god,
No, you've splinted it well enough. You just got really lucky, right?
that is freaking awesome.
The next guy comes running towards you. In fact, the chair the one that Rachel shot, he trips over the remains of that chair and falls flat on his face. Because I can fumble like no other.
Hey, here we go.
I think we're dealing with circus clowns.
At that moment, an arrow sticks in the back of the guy who hit Thomas. And he falls over and goes... "Ugh."
Sweet. Arrow.
At the entrance to the other entrance to the chapel thing, where the guy was trying to run away, someone else has appeared. He's wearing all black. He's wearing a hood. He's got bow and arrows.
Sweet.
Rachel looks up and just sort of her mouth drops open.
Huh.
And now we're back to the start. Ant.
So is anyone else still alive?
There are 2 people still alive. One is flat on his face, and one is the one that hit you.
I might as well try and hit that guy. He's actually close up to me, isn't he?
Yeah, he's quite close. Yeah.
So can I actually use my electric shock baton or?
Yep. That's going to be a strength and melee.
Oh right, 4.
8 to do damage or 10 to knock him out. It's going to be pain damage.
2. Unfortunately, I did not get any 10s this time.
You do 2 pain damage, and he is stunned because he's electrocuted. Zzz. Rachel is currently frozen. Just mouth hanging open, frozen.
She needs to let it go.
Robert. Oh, Robert, you take 1 health damage. The one who's stunned is no longer stunned. Thomas.
Guess best bet is to make a shot at the guy who tripped over the chair and fell flat in his face.
You are so honourable. I'm pleased to have you in my group. You're so honourable.
That's that's the way it works.
Okay, go ahead. You're going to be rolling me 4s or better on this one. He is moving, but he's prone.
Is it still a -2 because he can dodge?
It is not -2. He gets no defense off this.
I mean, I almost fumbled, but I got 3 successes.
Okay, and roll for damage. This one has no armor, so it's just your plain magnum stats of 4/6.
6 and an 8, so that's 2 at the kill threshold.
He's dead. So yeah, the guy is prone on the floor. You just sort of level your gun, fire, bang! Again, huge reverberation all along the mine, and his head just explodes.
Oof.
That just leaves the other guy with the bow. Man, this guy's good. This guy's awesome. Right, the guy who was electrocuted, who's no longer electrocuted, gets an arrow in the back of the head.
Oh. Sheesh.
Everyone is now dead, so you're out of combat. Thomas, I suggest that your first priority may be Robert.
I'm too young to die.
Yes, what's Rachel doing?
Rachel is still standing there frozen, looking at the newcomer.
Okay. Well, the newcomer obviously hasn't attacked us, so that's good. So definitely immediately running over to Robert to get him back on his feet.
So roll me an intelligence medicine. Ant, that means you're the only one who's paying attention as the hooded figure with the bow runs into the room and sort of encases Rachel in a hug.
Huh. 2 successes.
You see,
2 successes. So you're going to heal 2 pain damage, Robert, and you are conscious again. You are no longer bleeding, but you're still in a pretty bad way.
Nice. So still pain damage or something like that?
You 2 pain damage is what you heal. You have the remaining pain and health damage.
8. I didn't count, but yeah.
Yeah, so he wraps her in his arms. And then he stands up and turns and sort of looks at you 3 and says, "Thank you for rescuing my sister."
oh no problem.
So he lowers his hood and he's the guy in the photo.
Oh, the photo I got. Yeah. Wait, so he wasn't the shambler that.
Apparently not.
Apparently not.
His name's Edward. Edward says, "I'm going to look after Rachel now, if that's okay. The way out's that way. I was able to sneak past them on the way in, but they're gonna know. They're gonna be on alert now. Be careful."
Okay. I'll hand him the picture back and be like, this is you, or that's.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And keep the gun. She knows how to use it.
Apparently. Plus, they gotta get out at some point too, right? So.
Yeah, but they're gonna stay well behind you. So you've now lost Rachel. She's not gonna be helping you anymore.
That's fine. That's fine. It sucks, but it's fine.
Give her one more hug.
It's okay. It's okay.
Quick hug her before she goes.
Yeah. Be like, hey, thanks, awesome. You're like, that's.
She's gonna smile up at you and reach into your pocket.
I'm assuming we probably refilled with food from the storeroom, so I'll.
No, she's just kind of like smiling at you and reaching into your pocket, not really trying to take anything, but.
Oh. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, to make sure. Yeah. Well, I'll thank her for company,
and she'll give into impulse and give you a hug.
I will, a little shocked, will give her a hug as best I can. Feel awkward and weird.
So Edward will thank you one more time, and then they'll head off down towards the storeroom.
Okay, cool.
Can we just take a moment to stand in the corner and just heal a little bit more, because it seems like we're in a bad shape?
Yeah, I can.
You are not allowed to just repeat heal people. Because that's way too open to abuse.
Yeah.
You were in a rush last time. I think there is a story adequate reason that you can heal one more time. But what it'll do is it'll be -2 successes. So you'll roll and you'll get -2 successes because you can't redo the healing you've already done.
I don't know, painkillers. I don't know if there's any reason, but yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can. That's fine.
So I'm limping still.
You are limping still.
Do I know which leg it's?
Yeah, it's your left leg.
My kicking leg.
I didn't fumble, but I only got 1 success, so nothing new, basically.
You weren't able to help him. Do you want to heal Ant?
Yes, we want to make sure that he can walk and stuff, because that's useful.
He won't be running for a while, for sure.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm like 1.
You heal 1 pain damage, Ant. Okay, so ahead of you there is, there's the passage. The mine is relatively straight. I'm assuming you're going to follow the passage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
You'll enter the chasm again, and you'll start following it up, spiraling up. There are a few other rooms, but there's very little of interest.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you follow it spiraling up. You're heading back up towards the light. You follow this spiral with your 2 torches. Ant, you're limping. I'd like you to roll me a double stamina, because it's a long walk.
Yep, no problem. Okay, so you know about my luck.
Yep. Let's run out.
How's triple ones?
Nice! Nicely
Well, we're
done.
screwed. Ed's going to start spiking rolls now.
So that's a severe fumble, and you got no successes.
None.
So that's a severe fumble. Okay.
So he falls in the chasm?
I'm not going to make you fall into chasm. I'm not. I considered it for a second, but I'm just not that cheap. Okay, I have an idea. So you all work your way up to the top, and you can actually see. You remember that it kind of After before the chasm, it was kind of a passage, and you get back to the passage, and you can literally see the light of day. And that's when Reverend Philip steps in front, and he's standing between you and the light, obviously.
Wow.
And he says, "You have done for me what no one else could have done. You have allowed me to ascend." And then he throws a dart at each of you.
Dart? Oh.
Thomas and Robert dive out of the way. Ant is not in any situation to dive out of the way. Ant gets hit by the dart.
Mm-hmm.
You may now treat Ant as a mutant.
Oh, crap.
Instantly?
You may also treat Reverend Philip as a mutant.
Isn't there anything we can do with injections? It's just like...
There may be, and you may be able to save him in time. I'm not saying that he's definitely gone, but he's going to have some serious trouble controlling himself.
Oh.
So what's happened is he's been injected by a large parasite, and it's just kind of been, syringed into his bloodstream through the dart. That's instantly turned him into a mutant, which means he's going to begin mutating. You may still be able to save him.
Yeah, Thomas, can you do injections while they try to hold the Reverend?
That's assuming that Ant's going to hold still and let you.
That's the only problem with that.
So, anyway, would anyone like to play any evil cards on either the Reverend or on Ant?
I'm good.
And we can't... has anyone used alternative abilities or something?
No one's used alternative abilities. The ability to breathe fire.
I mean, if Ant turns into one, that would be awesome. I mean, awesome in the TPK concept, but, I mean, awesome's awesome.
Okay, roll me an initiative, please.
Hey!
Huh?
Anyone more than 16?
I rolled
Nope.
16.
Roll off with me.
4.
Narrowly beaten.
Wow, okay.
I got a 5.
Dang.
So that is Thomas, of course. 15. 14. 13. 12.
12 is me. Robert.
11. 10. 9.
I think I'm pretty low for this one.
8.
So I got a 1. I rolled 1. My initiative is 8, isn't it?
So it's 9. Okay. Okay. So the Reverend Philip is going to be an adapting infected. And that means that every turn I roll 2d10 and randomly choose from the infected manual one of the mutations for him to have. So the first one is 62, which is painless. They're incapable of feeling pain, ignores all pain damage, cannot be knocked unconscious.
Just means we gotta kill him good.
He is going to charge at Thomas, who he believes is the softest target.
I mean, not wrong.
He's going to fight barehanded. Thomas, you are currently prone on the floor because you dived out of the way of the dart. You will get no defense. He's trying to stomp you. Oh, man. Okay, he tries to stomp you and he misses.
That's cool. I'm cool with not being...
You kind of roll out the way as he kind of tries to stomp on where your head was a second ago. It's now Thomas.
I'm gonna basically get up on one knee to kind of brace myself and then pump a few rounds into him, I guess.
Okay. Roll me a wits and gunnery -4. He's got some defense.
Well, that'll be fun.
You got 1 dice.
I do have 1 die. I got a 7!
Roll for damage.
Yay! Does he have armor?
Yeah.
Okay. This is that I roll a 7.
You roll over, you fire up at him, and he kind of half dodges and catches it on his shoulder. It was gonna hit his head. But he moved like Albert Wesker kind of speed. It was ridiculous.
What a jerk bag.
Yeah. And he doesn't roar in pain because he doesn't feel any pain. Robert.
I'm going to try my best to poison him with my sword.
Okay. Roll me a strength and melee. -4.
1 success. Damage is going to be a 7.
7. So you have done 1 damage and he is poisoned.
Nice.
Sweet.
Okay. Ant, could you roll me a double willpower, please?
So that's 5.
So you can kind of, when you want to move and attack, you kind of feel almost like something's trying to stop you from attacking an infected. But you're able to overcome it this time, so if you want to attack, you can.
I'm gonna switch my assault rifle to automatic
Yep.
and go Hail Mary on this person.
Okay. Okay, go ahead and roll me a wits and gunnery -4, which is 4 dice for you.
4.
Nice. Roll for damage.
So damage is 5 dice, or it's just 4 dice?
Damage is the 4 dice. You're looking for a 7 to do damage, and you cannot kill him instantly with this weapon.
Okay, yeah, I got 3 7s.
Okay, so you're going to take 5 durability damage. You're going to use 5 rounds of ammunition, which is like one of the ticks that I've given you. You've got 1 round left of 5 shots and 1 round left of 4 shots now.
Yep.
But you have done 3 damage to him. Sorry, we are back around to the Reverend. And he has... Out of his backside grows a huge long tail, which is scythed like a sword. Right? And from now on, he gets 2 attacks.
See, now he's armed.
And very dangerous.
So, he is going to have another go at Thomas, I think.
Oh, cool. I'm dead.
Well, I can but hope, because I am rolling pretty pathetically for an evil last boss thing. Oh, for goodness sake. So I got 4 hits, and you took 2 health damage. No, pain damage, I'm sorry, because he punched you.
It's not my turn. I'm unconscious.
It's also his sword tail, so...
Yeah, I forgot that I just fired, didn't add the pain damage, so the 2 pain damage there and the 4 from earlier.
Robert, he's going to scythe his tail at you. Because he believes that the ant's coming round. Rightly or wrongly. Robert, you're wearing light armor, aren't you? So you're going to take 1 health damage.
Sure.
As his tail stabs you. Thomas, you can roll me a stamina and survival, and if you roll me a success, you can resist the last pain damage and stay conscious.
Just a question about the tail. Is
No,
the tail an equipment?
The tail is not equipment, the tail is part of his body.
I get a 9 and a 5.
That's a success. Yep. No, I wanted a 7 or better on 2 dice.
Yeah.
You resist the lost pain damage and you are not unconscious.
So, I guess just, so, the -4, I'm assuming, is his dodgy...
Yeah, his defense, yeah.
So, I can't shoot him. So, I'm going to... How close am I to Ant?
Relatively? Like, you dived out of the way and you stayed where you were. Ant stayed where he was and fired his machine gun. So, yeah, you're pretty close.
Can't you try injecting hand? Because then I can keep fighting and
That's
maybe
what
we'll
I'm
turn around.
hoping. I mean, I'd like to try to see if I can get away from the Reverend and maybe stick Ant with an injection without getting totally murderfied.
Roll me a double dexterity.
Well, I'm not horrible at that.
Your threshold is 9 because you are injured.
Oh, no, it is horrible. I mean, I could do that too. Wow, okay. I got 2 successes on 4 dice. That's
Awesome.
pretty crazy. All right, cool.
Okay, so you want to try and stick Ant with a week's worth of injection. That's going to take a while. That's not going to be fast.
Is that my professional assessment, or is that like?
Oh, you haven't done a professional assessment. You have assumed.
I mean, yeah, I'll stick them and we'll go from there.
Okay. Right, that will affect Ant in a moment. Robert.
I will keep fighting.
For what it's worth, the Reverend did take damage from your poison. I did note it down.
Yeah. No, I'll just straight up try keep doing damage with a sword.
Okay. Strength melee, -4.
Fumble. 1-1.
The tail knocks the sword out of your hand and it goes skittering down the passageway.
Oh well.
Did you roll any successes?
No, just 1 fail.
Ant.
Yes.
As the injection enters your system, something a little interesting happens. It seems to interact with the parasite in a way that pushes down that thing that was holding you back, and your arms actually grow to double their length. Right, your arms are now long and bendy and can actually kind of Mr. Fantastic people up.
Well,
Hey, look, I'm in last.
You've gained the Constrictor mutation, so you can Mr. Fantastic people up if you want to. This hurts. Little spikes emerge from them, and you can actually drain health from the thing that you are constricting.
Nice.
am I gonna be the thing?
I don't know, roll me a double willpower.
Oh God.
5? Yep. Okay, you are able to do whatever you like. You are still keeping the parasite at bay.
Well, because I've got spiky. Is it spiky arms now? Or.
Kind of elongated arms that have little spikes on them all the way along that will literally just sap the blood from people.
I might do it on the Revenant.
Okay. Roll me a strength and brawl. He will get no defense because he's not considering you a threat.
It would think of me as a threat right now.
He might do.
Ugh.
Okay, you wrap your arms around him and your spikes begin to absorb blood from him. You are now poisoned.
Yeah, the Reverend is a mutant like he is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was
Worth it.
Definitely worth it. I was really hoping he wasn't going to get more infected.
He is also restrained apart from his tail at this point, so he can't move away from where he was because of your constricting arms. Constrictors do this. Like, it's a thing. It's a known mutation. So, now it's the Reverend's turn.
Does the mutation change or add up every time?
It just adds up every time.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it can get quite out of control.
He explodes.
Okay. Acidic blood is a thing, but he does not have it.
It's probably my poison, sorry.
Okay, so he is not going to move, because he can't. He's going to turn to Ant and say, "Come, brother, let us end this dalliance." I'm assuming, Ant, that you're ignoring him, because you're working on all your willpower to not. But the Swordtail is still going to have another swipe at Robert.
Damn.
Oh, wow. That was some rolling up. Okay, Robert, you are still wearing light armor, and it has saved you once again. Seriously. You take 3 health damage.
I'm pretty bad now. I've got 4 health left, pretty much, I think.
Yeah, you're quite badly off, but you are not dead. Thomas.
I mean, I think I'm going to stick Ant again. We're going to try some more.
You can now shoot the Reverend because he can't move, so he has no defense.
Sweet. That's a good point. I'll take the gun in my right hand.
Okay.
Try to shoot him.
Roll me a Wits and Gunnery 9 threshold. Or you can move, like, uncomfortably close and have it be an 8 threshold.
I'm okay
I mean,
with
I have to get my sword, so you might as well go close, and I'm gonna have to risk to get my sword again, anyway, so...
I'm shaking and crap with my right hand, so I'll definitely get up and get as close as I can. I got 1 success, no failures.
Roll for damage.
No, that's a 1.
Okay, so bang! But it actually, there are actually bone plates forming on his face at the moment, and literally as it's forming, bang! Your bullet just bounces off it.
What a jerk bag.
Robert,
try and get my sword in.
you're going to run down the passageway. Okay, so that's going to be a double move for you to get to your sword. It's skittered a very long way.
I'll take the risk.
Okay, you run down to get the sword.
I'm dead.
Ant, could you roll me a double willpower, please?
I've got some bad news.
Oh,
No success. 3 ones.
come on, man.
You let go of the Reverend because he's your friend.
Oh, shit.
Why would you hurt someone who's your friend? That makes no sense. You also take 1 health damage from being poisoned. You have 2 targets to attack. They're both awful people. They tried to hurt your friend. They talked you into hurting your friend. What are you going to do? There's one who's a long way away who's going to get a weapon, and there's one who's quite close. But he's not much of a threat.
Wow.
Just being honest. Just telling it like it is. If Rachel was there, it'd be like, oh man, that's the big threat.
Yep. Kill the kid with the SMG.
I did a little odds and even who I was going to go after. I'm going after Robert.
Okay.
Yeah, do it.
Roll me a strength and brawl, both of you. You're looking for 5s or better.
Ooh, sweet. I've got 5 successes with 4 dice.
5.
What?
Defender wins.
Oh,
So you reach your arms, you run down the corridor and reach your arms out to Robert. He manages to bat them out the way and duck and actually get around them in a really quite impressive way. And you did not manage to grab him. We're back to the Reverend. Ooh, okay. Okay, the Reverend grows bone claws. He'll now be dealing health damage to you. Tell me, Thomas, how much health do you have left?
I am at full.
You're at full health and just not a lot of pain. That's actually kind of a good development for you then.
I know. I was going to say that's awesome because I can't take any more pain damage.
Okay, so, you are going to take 3 health damage. And the sword tail is probably going to stab at you as well, because Robert's now out of range.
Yep.
1 more health damage.
Okay.
How badly are you dying?
I'm not dead yet. I have 2 health left and 1 pain left.
Thomas, your turn.
Oh god, my face.
Yeah, you're going to be permanently scarred after this. I'm not kidding.
I'm like sitting here crying, holding the revolver.
No, I didn't mean mentally scarred. I meant physically scarred. I mean that too, but he's bearing down on you, claws and tail stabbing. You know.
I'm basically gonna go for a Hail Mary on this, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So shooting him with my right hand, and then I will knock myself unconscious.
He's not going to have defense. He's literally on top of you, clawing at you.
All right, so 5 dice looking for 6s,
5 dice, looking for 6s.
and I am unconscious after the shot. That explodes, and that explodes again. Okay, so 3.
Roll those for damage.
Oh boy. 2 9s and a 7.
You got him.
I am myself.
You got him. You got him. Bang.
Oh, wow.
And you fall unconscious.
Wow.
But you got him. He went down. Although you'll never be certain whether it was actually that or whether it was the poison.
Yeah. Yeah. It's okay by me. It all goes dark again.
Everything goes black. Yeah, no, you actually exceeded his maximum health rather than getting an instant kill.
Oh. Hey, there we go. Sweet.
Right? So, because the poison had been acting for 3 or 4 turns, he had been taking damage and damage and damage and damage, and you had also done some damage to him, both of you, I mean all 3 of you, individually. So, you actually managed to get him eventually through the poison and the rest of it.
Oh, yeah.
Just 1 hit. That's ridiculous.
Right, Robert.
Gonna try to get Thomas back at least conscious. That would be good.
Okay, you are going to roll me you're going to run to him and roll me a wits and medicine.
Yes.
Your threshold's going to be 8.
1 success.
Thomas, you're going to heal 1 pain damage.
Oh, God. Oh, God. What happened?
Ant, roll me a double willpower.
Oh.
6.
You've regained control. You're seeing a lot more clearly now.
The rain is gone.
I'm going to say that you are able to be out of combat, but Ant, every so often I'm going to ask you to roll a willpower roll. You are not that far from the edge.
Alright.
So you're out of combat, you've defeated him. You're going to have to decide what you're going to do about Ant now.
Can you keep going with the injections? I'm not very good at them, but you know, that I'll cover you, I guess.
Yeah.
So, Ant, if you allow them to inject you, there is a chance that you just die.
Let's do it.
Roll me 1 dice, Ant. What'd you get?
10.
Come on.
No, not quite there. You're going to mutate again. See, the thing is, this is a large parasite. It's not your garden variety infection. Okay, this is interesting. You know your super long arms?
Yeah.
One of your forearms grows a bone spur that literally just drops out. You'd be able to pick it up and throw it as a spear.
Huh.
Nice.
Oh, shit.
Go again? Go again with injection?
10 again.
That's incredible. You have actually managed to cure the infection this time. I think I'll give you one more mutation. For
All right.
Wait,
Explosion, I die.
is he keeping the mutations?
He is keeping the mutations. A giant horn grows in the middle of your head.
Could we
Okay, I'm a
give him
unicorn.
flame throwing?
It can be multiple horns if you prefer, but they're good for skewering people.
Oh, that's good.
So I'll take one horn.
It has it counts as a melee weapon, but can be used as a grapple action. Damage threshold 6, kill threshold 7.
Nice.
However, you feel the parasite inside you die, and you're released from its hold. So you are left looking like a mutant and not being a mutant.
Welcome to Fallout.
Win-win.
You are so you guys are able to treat the remainder of the slightly brainwashed population now that the Reverend Philip is dead.
So didn't we treat him earlier?
Well, you weren't able to. No.
Oh no, we treated him with lead.
Not those ones. The other ones. There are more.
Oh, okay, good.
But the town of Westbrook is saved thanks to you. You've been able to overcome the cult of progression and their sinister intentions, and you have rebuilt this community. They will never forget the kindly man, the quiet man, and the strange friendly mutant for as long as that town is in existence.
That's awesome.